this race is going to restart. There we go. Safety car in this lap. Make sure you subscribe to the PSGL channel because it is going to get oh so beautiful from here.
Well, it doesn't get better than this, folks. We have got 4 laps of racing in the second round of the championship here in PSGL with drivers in all 3 different types of compound here. We're about to get going. Can Barry Burman make it work on these medium tyres? It's going to be a miracle from here if he wants to win it. Is he going to come straight into the pits? That wouldn't surprise me either. No, he's going to brave it out on the dry tyres. And Jake Benham aquaplanes almost into the side of Barry Burman at the final corner. If that's not a sign of the conditions, I don't know what is. As they make their way, tippy-toeing, slipping and sliding round the final corner and across the line. Jake Benham right in behind. He's going to go for the move, is he? Look at the confidence he's got on a set of soft tyres. Looking left, looking right, trying around the outside he goes of Beresney. Behind that, John Evans is trying to make things work. Burman squeezes them out. John Evans, meanwhile, is already up to third and making moves. And this, he's going to make mincemeat of these two. Surely in a few moments' time, he's going to breeze past them. Benham gets ahead of Burman, but here comes John Evans on the intermediate tyre, looking to make big gains here. Down the inside he goes on Barry Burman. That should be easy as you like. It is easy as you like. The track is wet, and Jake Benham is going to be easy meat as well for this man, John Evans, who needs to clear them all and then run like hell with 8 seconds worth of time penalties. Meanwhile, behind this, look at this, Shanaka Clay and Jarno Opmeer, who could be fighting for the victory in a few moments' time, trying to get ahead of Danny Beresney, but at the minute, there is no way through. Look at this from Shanaka Clay. That's very, very brave on the inside, on the intermediate tyres, against a dry runner. Gets it done on Beresney. That's very brave. In the background, Opmeer tries to follow him through and does so. Crucial move there for Jarno Opmeer to follow Shanaka Clay through as they make their way down the hangar straight. Is Clay close enough to make Opmeer close enough to make a move? No, he's not, and he stays where he is. But interestingly, John Evans still not ahead of Jake Benham at the front.
I think those softs are working well for Jake Benham, who is maintaining the lead of this race. Wilson Hughes manages to clear Danny Beresney, and Shanaka Clay is now getting past Bruno Pedreño, and there he is, sliding up the inside of Barry Burman, as is John Evans, who's trying to make the move. I don't know where to look. Clay goes up the inside, around the outside goes John Evans. He leads this race for Haas. Jarno Opmeer as well slips up the inside of Burman, and now Wilson Hughes as well. That is out of, he's out of this race.
I don't know where to look. There's action everywhere at the minute, and now we've got McLaren's banging wheels, touching wheels. That's Pedreño and Burman. Round goes Pedreño into a spin. Off the track he goes. He's aquaplaned off the road and into trouble. Disaster for him as Shanaka Clay puts a move on Jake Benham to take what is likely to be the lead of this Grand Prix with John Evans' penalties. Jarno Opmeer follows him through as well. It's absolute chaos, pandemonium here at Silverstone. Shanaka Clay gets ahead, Jarno Opmeer gets ahead, and they now begin the hunt of John Evans, who has got so many time penalties, it's untrue. So surely Shanaka Clay is favourite to win from here, as Wilson Hughes now lines up a move on Jake Benham. This is wild.
Absolutely, this is something to behold as Wilson Hughes off the Exeter Chapel. This is the easiest move surely for him of this race. He makes the move and now is in a actually I need to see how many penalties he has. He's got 5 seconds worth of time penalties. That could be for speeding in the pit lane. If so, it's likely that's not going to get removed, and that could really put a dampener on the end of his race, as Jake Benham's just been overtaken by Luke Smith and Simon Perigny, who could be looking at a podium by the end of this if he does not pick up a penalty. It is all kicking off as they begin lap number 25, the penultimate lap of this epic and crazy Grand Prix. We are approaching 2,000 viewers on this broadcast. Make sure you share with your friends because it does not get better than this, as Simon Perigny still looks to close to the rear of Luke Smith. He's having a look on the rear of his Alpine car. They've been fighting it out for this entire race, and it's all culminated to this point. I am having the best time of my life as Luke Smith almost goes for a spin, and Simon Perigny seizes the opportunity to slide down the inside. Luke Smith might not go down without a fight because he's trying to hold him around the outside. Longuet goes inside and forces Smith off. Smith has the opportunity to find him back at the inside of Luffield, and he's made that stick. I think Longuet decided to back out because he did push him off in the end, but now he's going to come right back at him, Andy, as in towards Cobb's corner. Oh, he had a half look up the inside, but I think he knew to back out there after what happened in Silverstone 2021. How is this happening?
It's incredible. There's action everywhere. I'm honestly really struggling to keep up with this, and I think people watching can see that going by some of these camera angles. I don't know where to look at the minute, but Nicholas Longe is right up behind Luke Smith and is maybe going to try again to get that move done on Luke Smith, the man who was contending for the victory. If he fitted Inters at the pit stop, he would have been favourite to win this race. But as it is, he chose the softs, then switched back to the Inters, and it hasn't worked out at all well for him. He's still holding a solid 6th place at the minute. Longe trying everything. He's going to try to switch back on the exit. He gives him a little nudge just to let him know he's there as he pulls alongside in the final corner. But still, Luke Smith holds him off. But it's action aplenty here. But we need to pick up these guys. John Evans is in the lead of this Grand Prix, but he has time penalties. Shanaka Clay just needs to stay where he is, hold on to it, and he should win this race. But he has got Jarno Opmeer right behind him. Shanaka Clay, remember folks, last time out, pushed all the way to the flag and almost got the better of Barry Buramand. He is looking like he's going to win this race, and with the victory he should take the championship lead. It was a second last time out, and at the minute, as a result of time penalties, it's looking like he's going to win here today. Meanwhile, Nicholas Longe still trying everything to get through on Luke Smith, but it doesn't look like he is close enough to make that move, and Longe stays at the minute in 7th position. But we need to go back to this man, Shanaka Clay, hunting down John Evans. Doesn't need to pass him. He's aware of that. He's aware of the penalties that Evans has got, and he just needs to take his time, keep it on the island. And despite Opmeer being 3/10 back, he should have enough to fend him off. But here comes Opmeer with one final attempt to try and snatch the victory away from Shanaka Clay. Can he try and scare him off the road? It doesn't look like it. Shanaka Clay in the middle of a sandwich at the minute. He's just got 2 corners to go. Longe, off camera, has got himself ahead of Luke Smith. But as they make their way round the final corner now, Evans wins it on the road, but Shanaka Clay will win it in the stewards room. He crosses the line, wins the British Grand Prix here in PSGL, and moves into the World Championship lead. Jarno Opmeer is second, and Simon Perigny picks up a brilliant podium in third in what has been an all-time PSGL classic, Dan.